Hey, it's Catbat. Who made that? Doing your work in a lurk? Oh, you can also have a shout out. Starts the week is but it's absolutely wonderful to see you stream again. Catbat, find those kings, get some paths, so on and so forth. Heck yeah, that's the energy I need. Oh yeah, so quick update on things. Not necessarily cosplay. Oh well, cosplay related, I've actually cast the actual mould for the other ear. So hopefully I'll be able to have a go at actually doing some ear casting. But another thing. So I've got some miniature paint. I have a lunchbox, some sponges, and most importantly, some greaseproof paper, which is everything I need to make myself a wet palette, so I can finally give miniature painting a go, which combined with my 3D printer will be very exciting. I can basically create anything. 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 But yeah, I digress. I think I might have broken my layout on OBS a bit when I was streaming last week. Shout out to his cursedness, who is he's got the VOD and will be editing it in his usual manner. A consistent mistake. Okay, cool, it's all good. And hey nurse, you're just in time. Scratch my nose on screen. Catbat, respectfully, red is very much my colour, in case I didn't already know. Oh, that is good to know. I always sort of considered blue and purple my colours. Like, it's a very specific shade of blue I'd dye my hair if I thought I could do it easily, which is why I've gone with purple. Anyways, we're just going to continue. So for those not keeping track, we're now in the end game. I've basically confronted the evil dryad who's spent the last couple of millennia destroying kingdoms, because she has to destroy 1,000 to undo a curse. And she's destroyed 999. I'm number 1,000. And I've gone to confront her, and long story short, it looks like she's just sort of kidnapped all my party from me. So I'm guessing this all sort of hinges on how well I've been treating them over the game. Like, they might turn on me if they have a chance, but See how this goes. But here we are at the house at the end of time. Don't know if we'll get any paprika. This is Avindra, one of Neris's sisters who didn't turn evil. The well radiates magic, and because this place runs on Fey logic, I have to enter through the well. Well. And I guess I'm going to have to fight a lot of enemies solo.
The dangers don't frighten me.
How fun.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
So which way first, do you think? God.
Stand down.
It's probably going to go horribly, but...
I don't tolerate threats.
Oh frick, there's loads of them.
This cannot be happening.
Loads of them. Yeah, so that was enough to basically one-shot me. I don't know why I've loaded all the way over here. I think there might be some sort of glitch at work here.
The dangers don't
Okay, there we go. So I guess... I mean, to be fair, I do have at least one casting of invisibility, so maybe I should consider that. Greater invisibility. Yes, I do. Though it only lasts one round at a level, so it's not really practical.
I'll share my path.
Exactly, Nellis. You plan, not that.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Guess I'll need at least one party member before I can fight through that. But who knows, maybe I could sneak through.
How cute!
I mean, they're all facing away, so... There's not much in here.
I don't tolerate threats.
Yeah, once again, I'm dead.
Stand down.
Okay, plan B. I don't know if I alerted them with my presence there, but...
The dangers don't frighten me.
Also no idea what's going on with that glitch. Okay, we're going to enter stealth.
Now you don't. I'll share my path.
Okay, so invisibility 1 minute a level. So in theory I should get like a quarter of an hour here.
I don't tolerate threats.
Okay, so I literally ran into that one. My best bet is just to run. Okay, just a light pick. +4. No other abilities. Yeah, maybe it's not worth being in here. Oh, hey Nick. How's it going? I'm getting slaughtered by ghosts.
Now you.
Okay, that must have been enough to save me. As I say, if it sucks, hit the brakes. Okay, so I'm gonna make a fresh save and call it there. Because, you know, I got the loot at least. And yes, you're right, Nick. Ghost will do that. It doesn't matter which version of D&D it is. They are awful. Icky! Subscribe, 30 months total. Thank you very much, and stabby stabby indeed. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Pombo Bala. Sorry, I didn't say that immediately. I don't get alerts on my mobile, on the mobile version of Twitch. We should do something about that. See, okay, Sicken's ended, and I'm invisible for another quarter of an hour. So let's crack on. We won't be complete until we gather all of the characters, right? So that's the main villain.
What a beautiful place. Ah, the way it sings of solitude. No, just look at her. Walking around the enemy's lair, enjoying the scenery. You're a crazy goat. How do you even survive without me? Canera, how can both of us be here? Is this a dream? I don't know. Wait. What's that noise?
Okay. I'll just pause there. So yeah, Kanara and Kalike's deal is that they're twin sisters. And cut a long backstory short, one of them got killed after some shenanigans where they're both tieflings, so they disguise themselves as celestials. And not celestials, Azamar, to avoid anti-tiefling discrimination. And long story short, one of them got killed, the other made a deal with the god of magic, where basically they're sort of both technically alive, but only one of them can exist at a time, and the other's just sort of in a pocket dimension. And yeah, I've been enjoying Icky's Resident Evil 7 playthroughs. At that. Yep, shenanigans. Nick, you're only technically alive. That technically is caffeine. Yeah, same. Like, if I expired, I couldn't promise I'd stay dead because of the amount of caffeine on me. Caffeine in my system at any given moment. Yeah, it looks like they're being attacked by a Soul Eater. My favourite. Okay, looks like they made short work of it. The Soul Eater summoned by Nerissa is nothing but an illusion. Weak reflection of the monster that haunted Kanara. Tiefling girl is quietly singing something soft and sorrowful. Seeing you, she nods. I'm Kalike. You're wandering.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Okay, I think being invisible's futzing things up here. And to be honest, the loot I gained earlier wasn't that great. Yeah, all presumably scrolls I had before. Icky Celestial Tag Team. Exactly. No idea how I can dismiss a spell effect on me. Well, it looks like I'm very firmly in chaotic good at the moment. I was going for chaotic neutral, but I suppose that tracks. Maybe I can... Oh cool, I can use rations. Okay, 1 hour, that's enough to uninvisible myself. Right, let's try this again.
And snow. Do you like snow? Oh, what am I thinking? Of course, you'll say snow is impractical.
Oh, of course, that's... Yeah, that's right, Nerlis. That's a lot of bedrolls for one tiefling. Oh, hello, Pombo. Thank you for the, 1 bit. I've no idea how to pronounce that. Boatade? Is that like boa as in boa constrictor, or...? Yeah, I'm not great with pronunciation. Hope you're doing good, though. Nerlis, it means good afternoon. Oh. Franhendoi. Is that... I'm going to assume that's a Romance language because of the E at the end of Ade. Yes, okay, I've got bad English and no excuses for it. I mean, I speak bad English, abysmal Welsh, and a little French. But yeah, long story short is Kalike and her sister, well, Kalike and Kanara haven't been in the same place for a long time. But this is the first time in ages they've actually been able to speak face to face. It's kind of a big deal for them because of all the time shenanigans going on. Approaching Kanara and Klike, you see the girls sitting closely and speaking very quietly. Touched with sadness sounds in their voices. Oh yeah, and obviously it looks like I was right. It looks like being invisible meant they couldn't sense me, and thus react to me walking up to them.
I'll even say I'm ready to listen to your poetic chatter for a while, once we escape from this beautiful but rather dangerous palace. Oh, look!
You found my live on the Nora server. Oh yeah. Oh, Kitty's a good bean. Thanks. You like my look? Oh, thank you. I'm basically sort of cosplaying my character. I'm working my way up to doing sort of a full a cosplay of a complete tiefling cosplay with you know, all over body paint and ears and stuff. I'm just sort of working on the ears, and then I need to serp a cloak. It's really kind of interesting to see if I have it finished by the time I finish this game. Yeah, I didn't really need much of an excuse to cosplay a tiefling. Okay, Kanara, Kalike, how can you both be here?
It's all because of the house at the edge of time.
Kalike smiled at
At
you.
least we think that's why. This place, it's like it's split and exists both here and there, today and yesterday. Even the mirrors here show delayed reflections. I was wandering here alone, passed through the mist, and Kanera was standing on the other side.
Oh yeah, so interesting fact here. Kanara and Kalike are also DLC characters. They basically come from the DLC that added tieflings to the game, as well as them. Tieflings, the Kinesis class, which they both have, and their sort of companion quest. So yeah, that's it'll be interesting to see how well integrated they are to this.
It's a good thing I thought of going through the same mist and caught up with this dreamer. I was right on time for the Soul Eater. It wasn't real, of course. Someone had unleashed an illusion on us. If we didn't know that you helped save us from that creepy fiend, we might have taken the bait.
Okay, so this was the end of their sort of companion quest. To deal with a Soul Eater that was... Basically, Kanara was killed by a Soul Eater, which is a monster that sort of blocks the mechanics that allowed someone to be resurrected. And that's why they made the deal. So, and obviously the side quests, or their sort of companion quest, ended with dealing with that. So I guess the whole thing here is going to be that I'm going to meet each companion, and it's going to be a matter of whether or not I completed their companion quest, or maybe how I completed it. I'll determine if I get to keep them, because presumably they'd have died. Yes, by fighting the illusion thing. So you broke Nithis' second condition. This being the god of magic they
Yes,
deal with.
and the forefather warned us about it. What's going to happen now?
Yeah, the forefather is the demon that basically all their tieflingness comes from. Sort of showed up as an NPC and implied that he was he was literally their ancestor, which is why he calls himself their forefather.
How about we put off these worries for later? It can wait until we escape the dominion of the insane Fey Queen.
It's such a TTRPG thing to say. Okay, we have to go.
Wait, can I steal you for a minute?
Sure.
I might never get a chance, because we'll all die a painful death and so on, but I don't want to die without saying, you're the only priceless treasure in this world, one I'd never trade, even for immortality and power. Now we can go.
She follows her impulses and holds you close, wrapping her arms tail around you and kisses you tenderly on the lips. Oh yeah, I sort of accidentally wandered into their romance side quest. Combo, why do I have a strange obsession with bread? Oh, I just like to bake. Like, brioche is my favourite thing to bake, but I'll bake other things. I also have a strange obsession with Metroid, hence the breadtroid emoji. And I just, I just find it relaxing. Like, you can mix it together, let it rise, knead it. You can do something fancy and sculpt it, or you can just throw it in a bread pan and have a loaf, or just have a rustic round of it. Or you can make buns. I just like bread. Yeah, fair point, no less. Combo is asking someone with horns and pointy teeth in. And Catbat is right, bread is pretty great. Yep, Aniki is also right. The smell while it's baking. Pombo, is everyone in the chat British? Some are, some aren't. Yeah, we've got quite a wide variety. We've got Americans, we've got Canadians, we've got Scots, English, a few Welsh, Irish. All the Anglophone countries, really. And some not. Don't worry, I'd never dream of specifying a Scot was British and we're okay with it. Fairly okay with associating with England. Anyways.
We are ready for anything. Ready or not, but we can roast a few Fae along the way. Lead on.
That rhymes. Okay, cool. So I've got them both in my party. Oh yeah, one thing that happened when I completed the quest that got them sort of teleported away from me, everyone leveled up. I guess I'm going to level these two up. So they're taking their 17th levels in Kineticist. So athletics for some reason. Okay, so I can choose a new feat. Okay, yeah, I think Precise Shot's a nice one here. And a new infusion. Oh, fragmentation sounds fantastic. It's basically throwing a bomb at someone. Blade Whirlwind also sounds cool, but... Lovely. And her sister... Now, she, they basically play different... They're basically representing different archetypes of the, Kineticist. Interesting, looks like a lost connection. Sorry if I went a bit quiet for chat, it looks like I lost connection there. Catbat, 10 out of 10, here for loaf content every day. Pombo, you're Brazilian. What do we think about Brazil? Nice country from what I hear. Maybe under bad management a bit, but I hear things are getting a lot better. Can't bat, would like to visit one day if you ever had the opportunity to travel a bit. Yeah, I heard it's quite a nice place to holiday, though I'm not really much of a traveller. This doesn't know much about Brazil apart from the continent it's on. Yeah, I'm not great with geography, but I at least know that Brazil is one of the largest countries. Well, I think it might be the largest country in South America. Okay, let's see. Mobility, stealth. Okay, a new feat here. So she's big on fire. Not really many feats she can take. Oh, like cluster shots doesn't make too much difference because they're only attacking one blast. So yeah, basically the Kineticist is a Pathfinder First Edition's attempt to... In fact, I think they actually brought it into Second Edition now. But it was basically their attempt to create sort of like an Avatar style magic user. As in Avatar The Last Airbender, not James Cameron film. So they basically sort of use elemental abilities they cast for using their hit points in the form of burn. Oh yeah, combat expertise sounds useful. As that +1 AC is going to be very helpful and really make melee attacks anyway. Let's see what we've got. Make her infusion attacks blind people. Blindness is a very powerful effect. Detonation, which is basically just a blast that comes. It's just a round attack. Flash infusion. Blast through spell resistance. Okay, no, I can't especially get through spell resistance. Magnetic infusion. Make them magnetic and they take penalties. That's cool. Oh wow, this is good. Ignore spell resistance. Or burn, no. Not even use it. Fire, so that's basically the spell Foxfire. Foxfire. Okay, that could be useful for invisible enemy. I think Pure Flame's actually a good idea. Because I know actually got an ability that lowers the burn cost. Okay. Those two leveled up.
My time to shine.
Just save again, because I love to save. Combo, my accent is very different for you. There are very few English people around where you live, or British English speakers. You thought the accent was nice? Oh, thank you. Yeah, but apparently the most popular British accent is Brummie in Birmingham. Well, that sounds very different to my accent, which to be fair is kind of a hodgepodge of different Midlands accents. I moved around a bit. So, well, if I'm honest, I don't really know what my accent sounds like to other people. Nick, you thought the most popular accent would be Edinburgh. To be fair, this was a few years ago, and it was one poll, so maybe it wasn't quite accurate. Combo, you don't think you'll ever go to the USA? You're black, LGBT, Latino and communist. You're literally everything Americans hate. To be fair, some Americans are okay. I mean, I'm a British trans woman, very openly queer, so I'm not exactly necessarily the most popular among certain groups in this country. Turf Island, as the nickname goes. I mean, imagine the devil theme doesn't help.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Anyway, we'll continue to creep through the halls. What we got here? Visibility. Longbow. Feather step. What does feather step do? Okay, that just lets you ignore difficult terrain. Very large amount of gold for some reason. Okay, not much else in the room. Cat Bat, there are jerks who will try to bully minorities everywhere. We just have to travel in packs and eat our position. Yep. As I often say, one can eat your opponents to establish dominance. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There was a thing about that lantern entering this bog. So this came up in an earlier area as well. So the first world, for those who don't know, is a Pathfinder's version of the Wilds.
I'll share my path.
Okay, what have we got in this room then? A chest.
Oops.
Failed to pick the lock. Okay, I had a plus 21 and I needed a 43. Bloody heck. Can I even do that? So 21 plus 20 is 41. No, I can't even... I have to try again with another character and hope for the best. Wait, Knock Knock has a much better bonus than I do. That's just a monkey. Let's choose a direction then. Combo, you became a communist because of the dictatorship the USA installed in your country. Oh no. Well, the only beef I have with communists is that I'm personally an anarchist, so I don't always see eye to eye, but I prefer to avoid leftist infighting. As long as you agree things need to change, you're alright in my book. Okay, what have we got in here?
Hey, have a look.
Special hops for me. Special beer, I guess. I guess a lot of the empty rooms probably have some stuff I need to succeed on a perception check to see. Hey Yan, how's it going?
The dangers don't frighten me.
Okay, we've got a wild hunt. Let's go in the opposite direction to this guy then.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, let's run into them. Not going to go well.
Taste my fury.
Kanara, what can you do? I've got the Pure Flame Infusion active, which is useful because these guys have spell resistance. Not going to go well.
Stand down.
What is their AC? 38. This could be nasty. Very nasty indeed.
This is going to hurt.
Okay. Pombo, you like my horns and obsession with bread? This is some of my better traits.
You offend me.
Okay, so when I actually hit, I do some decent damage, but their AC is ridiculous. How good my chances of winning this fight are. I mean, these guys are pretty tough even without a full party.
Cool off. Dying is unpleasant.
I don't know what happened there.
Taste my fury.
Your time is over.
Dying is unpleasant.
Protect me! This cannot be.
Pombo, changing the subject. You're upset that a German guy won the heart of a girl you like when she went on an exchange school. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh wow, I'm in trouble here.
Dying is unpleasant. This is going to hurt. Cool it.
If the best solution here might be to bypass their AC. Yeah, exactly, Catbat. The best thing to do might be to just cry about it and get it out of your system. Oh wow, that did nothing.
I will endure.
Yep, and I'm about to lose.
I failed you, sister.
Okay, new strategy. I'll go in a different direction. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with crying. Like, I mean, especially if you've suffered from a bit of heartbreak. Now, equip.
Oh, I failed, didn't I?
Okay, let's try this way then.
The dangers
Odd
don't
hunt
frighten
scouts are
me.
not to be trifled with. combo, you've already cried. Oh, fair enough. Okay, let's open the door. Locked. Nope. Then. That lint digging. It's a throne. Oh, we've been here before in a dream. Seems that this ornate and shining throne never saw use by its owner.
You should take a look.
Okay. Nothing apparent. Hey Max Sting, how's it going? Nick, you're blown away by the environments in this game. They put so much effort into them. And then Willie made every enemy an elemental when you're tabbed in. Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of fights against elementals, especially at this level. But there's quite a bit of variety. Yeah. Okay, there's doors that needs a key specifically. Yep, I guess there's nothing for me. For now. Cheeky little save. Max Sting, you had a fairly dreadful headache off and on for the last couple of days. Really just high blood pressure. You're asking the doctor what to do about it and you've taken some action. I think the most annoying thing about fighting elementals in this game is they're immune to sneak attacks, which is quite a significant thing in Pathfinder. Obviously it's 3.5 year derived. Voiders around here. And I'm not sure if that question was directed at me or Catbat.
I don't tolerate threats.
Max Sting, but I'm pretty good. Oh well, not so good now because I'm about to get murked by Wild Hunt Scouts. Unless... Okay, let's see him dodge that. For the hunt? Okay, that's cheating. Ooh, that's harsh.
Protect me! Someone! Anyone!
Okay, he's just going to walk around the earth. I call hacks. Spell magic.
This cannot be happening.
The archers doing their arching. Maxting, you've not liked Disney ever since. As a child, you were taken to see The Little Mermaid back in the late 80s, and she didn't turn into sea foam. You were a miserably intense child. Exactly, Catvat, the best kind of child. Okay, so...
I failed you, sister.
Okay, down I go.
I failed you, sister.
Hey, I don't think I can really win these battles without my support party members.
Sister, protect me. Dying is...
I'm just pure DPS at the moment. Okay, so this relies enemies. North and to the right. Enemies. I mean, one can always say enemies lie to the right, but you know what I mean. I guess okay, if I could just keep trying to go this way. I guess it's straight ahead if you we're at an angle. And we'll hope this. Ooh. Yeah. The Book of Blind Revenge. The book's pages are empty, but upon opening it, you see the ever-blooming flower in front of the embodiment of Carissa's blazing wrath. The same desire to exact revenge upon the whole world intoxicates your heart with the same years of despair, thousands of years of a mangled soul, thousands of years of searching. What was stolen away, lost. Blinding rage is so that's your own. Okay, that is a very nice flavour item.
I'll share my path.
Okay, so that leads somewhere. Sort of implies it's just loot that way. I'm hoping this is sort of funneling me towards finding my party members, and all those combat encounters are optional. It would kind of suck if I had to get through all of them to... Yeah, exactly, Max Sting. Sort of plot stuff happened in this area because it's outside of time. They can basically exist in the same place. Next thing, look at Pathfinder Kingmaker's wiki. It seems elemental bloodline sorcerers are stuck using only their own element for elemental damage spells. Yeah. It's kind of complicated, but, you know, I have a habit of not rolling magic users, so I'm pretty sure exactly how it works. Although it is kind of neat, this yeah, default magus in this game has dragon wings now because he leveled up enough to get that ability. Yeah, this looks like some sort of bed chamber, prison area, barracks.
You should take a look.
Dinged. Okay, any pigs? Protection from law. A large person. In. Yes. If someone wants to double check the wiki and just let me know if I need to do these combat encounters to get my party members back, let me know. It's sort of supposed to be a blind playthrough, but I'd rather not miss them. Maxting, whereas the game's wiki says of the CRPG, all spells that deal energy damage that you cast will deal damage of a type matching your element instead. This also changes the spell's type to match the energy of your element. Maxting, you can kind of understand why, as it would be an additional click and slow things down, but it's still a loss. Yeah. Notice at least the modulars and set in, for example, the 9 hells. True. I think that's more Wrath of the Righteous' thing. Okay, another door. Does it tell me on the map where that takes me? Frozen Boneyard and to the basement. I'll just keep exploring the nun door areas first, just in case. So that door symbol usually means it's not a completely different area, it's just another floor or something. I mean, the Frozen Boneyard feels like maybe where I'd meet Yafal if she was still in my party. She's like an undead inquisitor who, long story short, I convinced her to turn against her god instead of possessing her daughter because she was one of the sort of evil party members. And she got blasted by lightning for her trouble. So yeah, I'm guessing I'm not getting her back. Okay, where does this lead? The Troll's Lair.
How cute!
Let's try the Troll's Lair first. Like, trolls were a crook to deal with. I really like the sort of aesthetic they've given the first world areas, with all the glowing flowers and stuff. Yep, she got zotted good maxting. And yes, Nellus, house at the edge of the Tard. Nellus, make sure you don't have the magic lantern equipped for the time being. So pack lots of freedom of movement for this portion of the game. You need to pick up every book you find in the house. Okay. I guess I need to walk into those caves a few times. Okay. This is a very interesting project. Yeah, so I'll wander back a bit. Because those mists have interesting effects. No need to cloak because I know there's no enemies nearby.
Time to shine.
Or rather, I know where they are. I guess I'll run all the way back to the first end area. And I'll just wander into this mist with the lantern unequipped to see what happens. Now from the previous area it sort of warps you somewhere random. Okay, it just teleported me ahead a bit. What happens if I...
The dangers don't frighten me.
Literally the same thing. Okay, so I'll need the books I'm finding to solve an optional puzzle near the end. Maxting, it looks like you're looking at elemental bloodline sorcerers because if they were like they did in the tabletop game, it would really help with dealing with, for example, having the wrong element of spell for some monster or another. Oh yeah, I suppose it would give you the option of 2 elements. Which, to be fair, is sort of what they've done with the kinesis. Happens.
I welcome you to the house at the edge of time, my darling one.
No need for two-faced hospitality. Toxic intent is no less poisonous when phrased politely.
That's
and
the
yet
cob.
I welcome you, and would see you among my assistants. Oh, but why use words if I can show you? Your fate was decided before you were born, yet you chose to go your own way, as I once did. And you can achieve so much more. Look as if you're looking in a mirror. This is what I can make of you. A perfect face, a perfect spirit, a perfect warrior.
I know how much power you have, Lady Nerissa, but do not seek my aid in your war on the stolen lands. What perfect spirit would entertain betrayal? I serve the Queen. There is no price that could buy my loyalty.
Then you'll vanish. Even the most beautiful flowers die. Such is life.
Okay, so Valerie's deal is basically that she's a well, she was born and raised as a paladin, but she left her order because she was too lawful for the paladins, because they were basically paladins of the goddess of art and beauty, and she felt that was really superficial. So she's kind of a cob, like in this case in the best possible way. Nick, is that the narrator from Baldur's Gate 3? Oh, according to the movie database, she is. That tracks, actually. She has the same sort of oh, you know, Baldur's Gate narrator's perfect for the role. But she has voiced a heck of a lot of just generally well, just general sort of woman with a sort of an authoritative air. Which, to be fair, is kind of like how I'd like my natural speaking voice to be if I can train it that way. Exactly, Keith. Too lawful for the cop. He relishes the evilness of the plot. Nice. Okay, time to help.
I don't tolerate threats.
Okay, wild gaze. Great.
Stand down.
Just the one wild hunt scout, we can do that. Stacey, like... ridiculous, okay. Okay. We're going to ignore its spell resistance because frick it. Hey Valerie, stab this idiot, would you? Was it missed? Odd gaze. Oh yeah, that inflicts confusion, which is the most annoying status effect in this entire bloody game. Oof, 100 damage. I'll take it. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Ombe. Going out for a while. Really like my library. British Girl Bread, Hornton. You really like the chat, people. Hope to come back soon. Oh, hope to see you soon as well. Have a lovely rest of the day, and see you whenever. Lilith, not sure whether you have a clear answer to it. Do I need to find them all to get them back? You think I should look around till I find everybody before trying to fight the ghost guards again, though? Fair enough. Okay. Okay, let's finish this. Okay, Valerie, try and finish this.
This is what perfection is worth.
Valerie looks coldly at her monstrous counterpart, lying defeated. She seemed very eager for you to serve her.
Her desires were vain and her judgment was wrong. Know that I consider it an honor to serve you, and I won't back down, even in the face of death.
Was that a bit too unfair calling her a cop? No cop is this loyal. Ready to keep going?
Always.
Valerie salutes curtly. Right, we have a meat shield in the party again. And more importantly, I can level her up into a level 17 fighter. I think she just gets a bonus feat at this level. As with 3.5 edition fighters, it's basically just a melee fighter. Well, a mundane fighter who gets a bonus feat every other level. Or to put it another way, a paladin is a fighter without any bonus feats. Or Nungun Smash. When you damage an opponent with power attack, you may make an intimidate persuasion check as a free action to demoralize your opponent. Rush is also useful, as is Cleave. I'll take the smash effect. Demoralization is just so useful in this.
I'll scout ahead.
Okay, we're down to light encumbrance because we've got Valerie helping carry stuff. Maxting, you ought to build a character who makes practical use of dazzling display. You don't much care for it generally, but you want to like it. Lilith, because, by the way, ads, because technology is weird, the ad blocker also has me muted. Great. Nick, Baldur's Gate 3's narrator, is going to be in Rosewater, a game by fellow Grandma Hole Alumni, Francisco Gonzalez. Oh yeah, Maxting Grandma Hole is the name of a weekly stream Nick's associated with by Rizolka. You know what, someone give Rizolka a shout out. Although to be fair, I think she's just made it just the hole now. Nihilus, according to Larger Than Life, the granny hole is trucker slang for first gear. That makes sense, actually. Here. We got coal, we got a ring, sharp claw. And this with Pokemon. Potion of invisibility though, that's handy. Oh, I guess I'm just going to wander around here until I find my party members. Oh, looks like a cutscene, meaning another one.
Where am I?
In the
Christian.
cage you wanted to escape so desperately, my little Skylark.
Kill me. Torture me if you want, Nyrissa. But I will serve you no more.
I don't need your service. I only wanted to know.
Hey, what's going on here?
How you, so devoted to good, could so diligently look the other way, while there was evil happening right under your nose.
Jaethal, no! Stop!
Oh yeah, so Jaethal was the evil party member I mentioned earlier.
What happened? Where am I?
In a place worthy of you, Inquisitor.
Jaethal's
Are you
alive again.
prepared to keep fighting for those who never appreciate you? Those who despise you and think you a monster?
Okay, this is
Oh,
interesting.
Seren Ray, give me the strength to overcome evil. Give me the fire to burn the disgusting undead servant of the fallen goddess.
Okay, I guess they're gonna fight each other because one's the
Bring me the heart of this useless creature, and I will give you new life in the first world.
Okay. So we're intervening here. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll just pause for now. So yeah, Christian is basically a lawful good cleric who it turns out halfway through was basically he used to be an angel who was well, celestial and everything. He was forcibly turned into a mortal, and Nyrissa was using that to control him by convincing him he could basically make him permanent if he didn't do as she said. Hey Teddy Claire, how's it going? And Yathal was literally an undead inquisitor, was the evil member of the party. Like, she was undead because she worshipped a god who had her literally murder her family members and all sorts. And as I said, her companion quest ended when she got struck down by her god for turning against her. I don't know, maybe I can talk some sense into everyone here. It looks like I've got a talking option. If Al greets you with a nod. Speak. Okay, this is just the standard companion stuff.
Praised be Seren Ray. You're alive.
If Al and Tristian keep their distance from each other, both of your companions look worried from afar. Both are alive. I noticed you first. Okay, maybe I unlocked a good option.
Great. Everyone is back together again. I suppose we can go look for that inventive nymph and deal with her once and for all.
If Al tries to pretend nothing happened, but she breathes out relieved. Literally breathes out. And she's breathing. Okay, she's not undead anymore. Crazy. Nolas. Oh no, Teddy, his name's Tristian. Same as a Christian, but with a T. And no, I don't have any questions for now. I'm just going to keep wandering around until I find the rest of my party. How are you doing today anyway, Teddy? Okay, Ifal, how's it that you're here and alive?
I was expecting you to ask.
The elf
You
cunt.
see, my elegant performance in the Elven camp didn't go unnoticed. When I rejected Urgathoa's gift, I mocked my former mistress. There is at least one deity who liked that very, very much. And we have one acquaintance among that deity's chosen who put in a good word for me. So I was allowed to return, with a new mission and new goals. I'm not undead anymore, but I'm still an Inquisitor. An Inquisitor of Pharasma.
Okay, so Pharasma's the god of death and basically completely opposed to undead. So she's basically been employed by her, the sort of goddess who she turned on mortal enemy. Well, not mortal enemy, divine enemy, but you know what I mean. Performance. You managed to convince Yafao to stop serving Ogafoa and protect her daughter's life. Making this decision, your undead companion finally abandoned the unlife she'd clung to for so long and died. Exactly, Maxting. Christian is named after the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Teddy, someone being a Christian in my fancy is a weird prospect. Like other biblical names as well, technically, but Christian especially. Yeah, the actual local Jesus version of Jesus in this setting is called Green Ray. And that's who Tristian worships. Well, he doesn't just worship her, he's literally one of her celestials in mortal form. Not really very settled with the whole thing. But yeah, she and her followers are actually more important in the next game in this series, Breath of the Righteous, as it's basically about a crusade to close up a thing called the World Wound, which is basically just a hole to the lower planes that demons keep pouring out of. But it's basically Doom, but fantasy. And of course it has one of my favourite characters, a trans feminine rogue who is married to her paladin wife. Which is literally the entire reason I like the entire Pathfinder system that as much as I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like other things about it, but that's really what caught my attention. Okay, what happened to you?
I'm ashamed to say it, but I fell for Nyrissa's lies yet again. She fooled me with an illusion, showing Jaethal killing innocent elves. I let rage overwhelm me, which happens to me rarely, as you know. But then, the lessons I learned from you were not in vain. I remembered your wisdom and mercy for the innocent souls of the Kingdom of the Cleansed. I remembered how you convinced Jaethal to stop serving Urgathoa for the sake of her daughter's life. This stayed my hand.
Okay, guess I'll unlock the good ending for this bit.
Nyrissa wove an image of Tristian begging Sarenrae for my death. I might have believed the deception if I hadn't known this righteous fool can't stop himself from trying to talk sense into everyone, even that stupid fanatic Hrothgar. One minor detail. Nyrissa offered me first world immortality. Tempting, yes, but I didn't fancy falling under the power of a semi-insane nymph. Not to flatter you, but you're a far more worthy ruler and patron.
Oh, thank you. Also technically a cop. I've been playing chaotic neutral. Why do cops like me? Oh yeah, for those who don't know, the Inquisitor is basically like the rogue version of a paladin. Yeah, obviously they're flavoured as sort of like an investigator for their patron deity. But they're basically a paladin with rogue abilities and fighter abilities. Their main ability though is that they can take teamwork feats, and the rest of the party benefits from them, even if they don't have those feats. Okay, I'm glad that's over with. Let's keep going. Oh cool, we've got a cleric. Received item, the way out. Okay, that's a salve hat she had equipped. Oh yeah, Christian has Frickle in the name of equipment. That could be an issue. I haven't really used him that much. Did I pick up any swords or anything? Did I have dropped them? Magic. Oh yeah, well enough. Let's level them up. So your foul is Okay, I've got a couple of level ups for Yafao because it's been a while. So level 16. Get some improvements to her judgment ability, which is basically just a bonus sometimes. And she can use 3 different judgments, just 2. Give her casting ability wisdom. Oops, so that's a nice +5. Allocate skill points. I mean, as I said, she is basically a rogue, so she gets a ton of skill points. Okay, new spells. Death Ward. Moderate Moon Mass. Sick Turn. Me. Circle of Death. Good. Yeah, Cleanse, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm just getting her some healing spells now. And complete. Yep, and obviously I can level her up to level 17. So what else does she get? Just a bonus feat, I think. Keith, cops are also chaotic neutral. No cop would actually believe themselves confined by law. You're right. Leaving finished sounds nice. If you make a melee attack and your target drops to 0 off your hit points as a result of your attack, you can make another melee attack using your high space attack bonus against another opponent within a reach. That's good. No point to giving her point blank shot because she isn't really a ranged fighter. Okay, and some more spells. Searing Light sounds good. Oh yeah, because she's a cleric of an Inquisitor of Pharasma now. I guess she's basically a good. She's got good aligned spells now. An anti-undead one. Really word. That's a good one. Neat. Okay, Christian. 17th level of cleric. He's not going to get much apart from spells. Get feet. Spell focus. Ah yeah, I suppose you could use some bonuses to divination. So his new spells are Overwhelming Presence, Energy Drain, Polar Midnight, Mass Heal, and Summon Monster 9. A spellbook. I don't think I'll be able to rest for a while, so this is all hypothetical, but I suppose it's nice that I've basically managed to get both of them in my party again. Okay, Sunburst. Okay, these are the level 8 spells. Like, so obviously level 9 spells are like, yeah, NPC only spells. So this is probably the most powerful spells you'll have access to. So, Sunburst. Oh, that's literally hit everyone with a sun. Dawn Bolts. You can never go wrong with a Summon Monster. Oh, and these are level 9 ones. Polar Midnight. Summon Monster. Heal Mass. Okay, so heal is literally the I win button. And this is the I win button for the entire party. Maxting, did Tristian have 4 skill points level? Yeah, I think I increased his intelligence at some point. Pomo, you came back to say you followed me on Twitter. Estimas Unidos, we are together. Oh, I'm trying to move away from the that app. I've already got a Blue Sky account, and I'm going to make a Mastodon account as well. But I won't abandon that entirely, just because there's so many people on it. I'm sure that's going to keep changing. Oh, you and Max know each other. That's cool. Teddy Claire, you're a fan of names that are fancy but sound like they would be common to the world they're in. Falconer's names where it can sound pretty dramatic, but everyone calls him Bill for short. Maxting. Exactly. Teddy Claire, like Eddard and Ned in A Song of Ice and Fire, are weird, but in the context of fiction are common. Now, I think in the D&D movie, I think one of the most sort of authentically D&D things was that there's an NPC called Jonathan who was just sort of suddenly pulled into the plot. Not really pulled into the plot, he's a minor character. But, you know, Jonathan just has the energy of a name the DM had to make up plot. And I think it's great that they actually sort of managed to get that. Okay, so we can rest, but don't have enough rations. And obviously we can't hunt because this is a palace in the middle of nowhere. But hey, we have a full party. Well, let's keep exploring and see if we can find
Shadows engulf me.
everyone else. I'm really hoping I managed to get Miri to stay in the party. Yeah, Max Sting, Amiri, the D&D movie is quite fun. Of course, you all know what movie I think you should watch. Off Netflix's Nimona. Okay. So we found those two by doing this. Now let's unequip the lantern. and go through here and see what happens. That lamp gone. Yeah, just to warn everyone, by the way, I might make this a short stream, just because I'm quite eager to sort of get started painting some miniatures. And also want to clean up that mould and get to work on my ears. Okay, so this way there were enemies, although maybe I'll be able to take them on now. Yeah.
I like what I see.
Oh yeah. I don't know if any of the characters I picked up can pick locks. I'm not sure. The Inquisitor might. But I'd imagine her score's worse than mine.
What a bother!
Yep, worse than mine, so she passed the check either. Maxting, you've seen the Mona many times now. God, it was good. Teddy, you haven't seen the Mona yet because you want to watch with two partners you in place. Good. It's one of your favourite graphic novels and you feel bad about it. Yeah, I've gone back and started reading the graphic novel, although I still haven't got to the end yet. It's really interesting how it's sort of changed in the adaptation. I guess it's interesting because it has that sort of very 2010s webcomic energy of a character who's very much a villain. And no, I don't think smashing the chests opens an option, unfortunately.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Okay, that's where there were some enemies. Oh wait, there's fog. So let's just... So last time I went this way and I got hit, altered by the enemies, but maybe the fog will take me somewhere interesting. Okay, it just sort of sent me back.
How cute!
Ashes and dust. That's what this dwarf is. It would be amusing to find out how strong his faith is. Do you hear me, my loyal servant?
What? What is this? Do I hear your voice? Oh, Grotus, do you speak to your servant in this lifeless place?
It is true. Your time has come, Harim. Do not cling to this miserable world. Let go. Release your life. The Boneyard awaits you. I am waiting.
Oh, I've waited for this moment for long. How comforting it will be to
Oh, no.
close my eyes and know there is no need to open them again.
I think I might have made a mistake in having him
You
a bit
believed in
too.
your death so much that you really died, dwarf. Few can boast such powerful beliefs.
Oh, this sucks.
This is my time to shine.
Oh wait, he's alive. Uncloak. Meets you, stroking his beard pensively and nods calmly as ever, like there's nothing amiss. Him? I saw Nerissa trying to trick you into dying by pretending to be the voice of Grotus. So Harem's basically a chaotic neutral, very edgy dwarf. Worships the god of the apocalypse, and he's got a very edgy nihilist attitude to everything. Although I think, and it sort of turned out he basically has the ability to sort of destroy something, but only if it's lasting before it's persisting before its time, further past its time. I like machines that really should have broken but haven't, that sort of thing. Maxting is a statue in Macuture. Good point. Tiddyclare. Guy he keeps hiring adventurers for suicide jobs and running out of applicants. Nobody wants to adventure anymore. Maxting, I might like that book with that sense of humour, albeit it's not mostly a very funny book, it's a fairly angry book of short stories. Which book's this? Scrolling through the chat to see what I missed.
Oh, it's true. I am sad to see that I almost gave in, taking her false words for the voice of Grotus. I almost felt the cold breath of the boneyard. But memories return to me of the feats we accomplished together. I remembered the lesson you helped me learn.
Okay, I'm doing pretty well as far as my companion side quest went, it looks like.
Thanks to you, I felt the great power of chaos and destruction bestowed to me by Grotus. And I realized the god does not need to take me now. There is a place for me in the world you are building.
Maxting, everyone on the moon is essential personnel. If I bought the racial justice bundle back in 2020, I might have it on itch.io already. Oh yeah, that was turned into, well, the link was censored. Yeah, that was back in 2020, no less. Yeah, another neat thing that's in the racial justice bundle is, of course, Lancer. A tabletop game I'm very excited I might be getting to play soon. Okay, we have to go now. Are you ready to move?
As never before.
Okay. We'll pass our clerics because I like that he's a frontline fighter more. And he's not in the party for some reason. Ooh, what a swizz.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Oh yeah, and blades. Keith, working on it. Got another game to run now though. Keith been running a lot of games, shocker.
I'll scout ahead.
Max Sting, you'd like to try Lancer at some point. It seems like it would scratch that combine things and weird ways to do weird things that the Pathfinder scratched. Yeah, it's very much about building modular mechs. It kind of reminds me of Custom Robo. Though I've only played the DS entry on that series. Oh cool, this dimension doesn't have any enemies in it.
I'll share my path.
We're meeting someone else?
And what have we here?
Is that Tube Lost? Oh, it's not Knock. Yes.
Is that the sound of your knees shaking in fear? I took you for a hero. For only a hero would be brave enough to come here. Or are you something else? A shabby, tattered bit of comedy, perhaps?
I am hero.
Harrison,
Great
die.
hero.
Are
Thanks.
you? Am I the only one who sees that? I don't think your master sees anything of the sort. Are you not put aside? Laughed at, ridiculed? Treated as your tribe treated you?
No, she is a hero, and so I am. Am I? Me, hero, and I will stop you.
No, you contemptuous little thing. You cannot stop me. But if you truly are a hero come to challenge me, then you may join the others who came before. In death.
Oh, I guess she just killed him. Oh no, he's okay.
There you are, taking your time.
Knock Knock's perk up as you approach. Looks dirty and his clothes are in greater disarray than normal. His eyes are also a strange clear blue, like marbles. What happened to you?
Met foul-smelling plant woman with ears. Tried kill me, but Knock Knock bravely cowered on floor and held breath. Old trick from way back in tribe. Makes them think Knock Knock already dead before they kick and hit more. Except this time, trick worked.
Okay, it's kind of sad that he had to learn to play dead, but... So I wonder what's happened at... Or I guess if I hadn't done his quest, he'd have just died here.
Foul-smelling plant woman with ears no keep kicking or hitting me, and her spell. Dodge most of it. Made eyes all funny though. Starting see normal again. Almost good as new.
Look, follows, lifting the rags from his side to reveal a huge black scorch mark close to his ribs. Blinks and some of the red returns, but slowly. Exactly, Max Sting. We love Knock Knock. Oh yeah, the Thug Archetype's fun. Nick's playing one of those in on an unstreamed Pathfinder game. And like, a completely unsubtle rogue is such a wonderful concept. You sure you're alright?
Ready to stab. Point the way and knife will follow. Plus, now you here. Let's play same game with her. Except this time, Knock Knock has clever plan. Keep kicking her when she falls, and make sure she not do same death fake trick Knock Knock do.
Max Sting, you really want to try a folk, free, fighter, everything else? Yeah, that could work as a dip. With one of my Nordmark characters, that's the West Marches style game I'm in, I wanted to build a druid rogue, like just dip into druid and then have a rogue who can turn into an animal as a sort of a trick to avoid detection. But I was actually ended up having so much fun playing a druid, I'm just going just 100% druid now. Let's go Knock Knock. Who don't I need? Okay, it worked that time. Okay, let's level up Knock Knock. So he is now a level 17 rogue. So he gets some extra sneak attack damage. Can rank these up. So now he's he's got a plus 29 to trickery, so he might be able to open that chest. Stuff, nature law. I guess religion fits informatically. Yep, he gets another feat. Okay, Piranha might be nice. Yeah, I'll go Piranha Strike. No critical focus, maybe? Or I could go for weapon focus again. I'll stick with Piranha Strike. Only because it's got a very cool name. Off's quite low though.
Listening as hard as I can.
Solve that because I've got a ton of potions. Max Ting, you must have gone with Dark Hard. That's a fair number of HP to a rogue in a sense. But out of 139, not much, is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, and Tristan is indeed casting 9 level 9 spells. Wait, did I just save? I'll save again just in case. Like I did. Oh well. Hopefully Amiri's around here somewhere. Where's this the door to? The gates.
That's not the way I wanted to get to the first world.
You've dreamed of this for a long time, haven't you? To dive into a vortex of wonder and discovery, while your foes tramp the dirty roads of Golarion. The return here, where it all began, the prototype, the precursor of all that is known to mortals. And it lies open before you. But you will need a mighty protector to explore the first world. Accept my help and my blessing.
You do understand that your so-called offer, in fact, leaves me no choice. I am completely alone in the dominion of a mighty and unpredictable creature. A refusal might cost me my life.
So don't refuse.
And yet, I'm saying no. To put it bluntly, you are asking me to betray a friend who I deeply respect. Some friend would I be if I gave in to blackmail?
Protection con. Okay. I guess she's just going kill everyone who uses to join her. And for some reason, yep, he's fine.
I didn't expect you to get here so soon. Just a moment, I'm almost finished.
Unless you're back with ice cream. Heck yeah. Maxine, got any wizards I can bring out? They be casting level 9s too. I don't think I've got any pure wizards. Just me and the other, well, the third party rogue. Who are arcane, well, my character's an arcane trickster, which is a base subclass. And Octavia's a, no wait, Octavia's an arcane trickster, I'm an eldritch scoundrel. Whereas arcane trickster here is a prestige class. Exactly, Max Sting. Now he's to be found. Oh yeah, you know what time it's time for. So yeah, I need something caffeine free for a bit later in the day, so this is a honey flavoured red bush tea from Twinings. Ah, frick, I just spilt some over my phone. Bear with me a second. Should be fine if I dry the screen. There we go. Nerlus, you'll be lost if you don't do this quest properly. Depends. How much money are we talking about? Nerissa or not what? 62 cents? I'll take the money. And yes, exactly, Nerlus. The BisectedBrioche stream national anthem. Maxting, paraphrasing Minsk from Baldur's Gate 1. Music is impressive, but now Amiri leads. Swords for everyone. I hope we find Amiri soon. Jublost is writing in his notebook, looking as focused as usual. Jublost, are you alive? I saw Nerissa trying to kill you.
Far from trying, she did kill me. Not that I was unprepared for such an outcome, but it's still an unpleasant and rather painful business. I'm not sure yet if I'm even going to include it in my publications. A painful death is not the sort of experience you want to read about over and over on a rainy evening by the fire. But guess who helped me? Say, our insane ghost friend from the dungeons under the Candlemere. Though she's not a ghost anymore, and significantly less insane, but who knows? According to her, she never died in a dungeon, but safely opened a portal to the First World and even regained her immortality.
Oh yeah, so Jubilost thing was basically he wanted to work out why the gnomes left the First World. And it turns out they were exiles because gnomes in this setting used to be from the First World and they became to the material plane and became sort of mortal. Max Sting, put it in an addendum, reference in a footnote. Nolus, that was a SpongeBob reference because of course it was. Oh right, the whole thing with the 62 cents. Yeah, that tracks.
Sheikah, the eldest of time, informed her that for this she has to thank a queen from Galarian and some young, just think of it, gnome named Jubilost. Sheikah told Zay that she'd be able to save us in the house at the edge of time many thousands of years later. And she did. She waited, she came, and she saved.
I like how if you complete every NPC's quest, like Nerissa's default is join me or die, and they're like, nope, not going to join you. And if you completed their quest, something stops them getting killed. Oh, let's go.
Of course. I just can't wait to pay a visit to Lady Nyrissa. I should like to help her become history, both literally and figuratively.
Okay, so who... I'll have her replace, Ifao, because she's not that great. I mean, she's great in a kind of an edgy way, but... yeah. Okay, so we're going to level him up to level 17 Alchemist. This means he gets some extra bombs. And a new... I think most people only get 2. Okay, so does Deadly Aim apply to... yeah, I'll take Improved Critical for Alchemist bombs, I think. Oh, no, wait, I might have already taken that. Oh, wait, there we go, bomb. Okay, lovely. And a new spell. Gosh, I can give him Dragonkind. Oh, heal might also be useful. Also, you can become on, but that's not that helpful. Dragonkind. Very important. Useful to give to immediately. I'm gonna go with Dragonkind because that's just sick. Fine. Dragonkind. Transformation would be nice if I actually had a weapon to give him.
You require my assistance?
Yeah. Just sit still while you get healed. Kind of neat that when you get a party member back who are nearest to try to kill, that they're most at 0 health. I'm just trying to think who I haven't read yet. So there's Octavia, Ragongar, and Miri. What else haven't I got? Max Sting, Eyeball looks pretty oh yeah. Swift action to change target. I didn't think of that. Nolus, your vows the kind of edgy goth girlfriend who turns out to be a Levian, Satanist, and Ayn Rand fan. I hate how accurate that is. Exactly, Max Sting. She waited, she came, and she saved. At Jubilos's budget emporium. Right. Well, as I said, I'm probably only going to Galt's Gulch Kyonin. Nolus, so I it's an edgy hunter's mark. You thought it was some sort of anti-scrying spell? Oh no, my D&D character Grounded actually has it now. Sort of fire magic item. It's basically sort of you become terrifying, like your eyes turn all into a dark void. You can sort of glare at someone and scare them or do various other effects. Kind of an odd spell. Yeah, as I said, I can't really do a long stream today, so I'm gonna cap it at 2-hour mark. I want to get the miniature paint and also clean up my mold and stuff. So we've already saved. Yep, there's saved. So exit to desktop and we'll find someone to raid. Maxing, I bite sickens the target unless they have really low HD for this level, in which case it does worse. That was it. Maxing, you're going to take off, the headache's too much. Sorry to hear that. I hope it improves. Yep. Let's see who's online. Yep, catch you later. We have Iggy, Valhalla, Dash Turks. Catbat is streaming Turbo Overkill, so we'll give them a raid. Because I'm still very excited that they're streaming again. Oh yeah, we're ending the stream no less. Lag cut in. Oh, that explains a lot actually, because I saw the bit rated actually I don't know what happened there. Yep, we're gonna raid Catbat and made that. Thanks as always for dropping by. I'll be back on Wednesday with more Pathfinder Kingmaker. Thursday, it'll hopefully this time for real be the ending of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Friday, can't remember what's happening, but something's definitely happening Friday. Maybe I just maybe more Oracle of. Yep. Hopefully I'll see you Wednesday. Who knows? Maybe I'll have my ears finished. I've got some time off work starting. Well, after my evening shift. I'm just repeating myself, so yep, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. The links to my YouTube channels in the chat right now if you need to drop there. And Raiden, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And if you're listening to this now, I guess you're listening POD, which is still working somehow.